Today I'm going to be going over 5 tips you need to know when just getting into and or playing the Darwin project. Let's go and jump straight into it, guys. Number 1, if you're playing as a director, never use free mode when players are fighting. You can use it when they're not fighting, when you're just trying to like kind of watch a guy, or if you are going to use free mode while people are fighting, use it and fly above them and watch. Never go right next to them. And the reason being is because your actual director robot blocks people's views, and you don't want that, because I can't tell you how many times I've actually died, probably about 9 times now, dying to the fact that there's a director who wants to get between me and the guy. And there's actually been a couple of times where there will be a guy who literally does die due to me because of the director in the way. Usually if there's a director getting in the way, I like to try to say, hey man, let's stop for a second, so we could tell the director to, you know, get out of the way, or use the numbers to spectate us while we're fighting, so that way it doesn't interfere our battle. Number 2, do not use rigged chests, all right? Because if you do use them, make sure you place rigged chests where you do not loot stuff. AKA, you go into a cabin, there's a leather chair right there, you know, and you got a rigged chest and there's no chest in the cabin. You don't loot the leather chair, instead you put the chest in there where it looks like it's pretty good of a normal chest. However, there's no point using them anyway, as there is a current glitch which allows a bunch of users, and it's not them themselves, it's just the game, where it's not playing the audio of chests. It will to the person who places it down, but it will not to other players. Going to number 3, speed is always important. Stay moving and strafing even when warming up. So one of the things that I actually do is, if I'm strafing and I manage to hit an arrow on a person, I stop. And the reason why I stop is because I can draw back my bow, hit again, draw back and hit my bow and hit again over and over if I stop, because my aim is going to be precise. However, there are multiple times when you do need to stay moving at all times. Speed, in my opinion, is number 1 priority in this game. Get your speed boots, get them to level 5. This will help you out in melee combat to the maximum that you're able to. People have a lot of difficulty hitting you, and I can't say how many times people say, hey, what the fuck, you're so fast, I can't keep up with you. That's generally because people try to lower their game sensitivity and keep a high DPI. But the issue that comes into play with that is a lot of people can't keep up with how fast somebody is moving when they have level 5 speed boots. Also, level 5 speed boots are about or as equal to a director giving a speed boost. So there's that information as well. So my personal loadout, which I've gotten asked quite a little bit by just players in the game, is number 1, speed boots. All right, as the boots, I got the runner cloak to pair with the speed boots, that way I get increased stamina, and then either scavenger axe or lumberjack, and then you could use the kind of traps and the powers that you want to overall, but that's what I run with as my overall loadout gear as far as upgrade goes. And finally, importantly, number 5, which I don't see a lot of people doing, deers are very important. Deers, or some people are calling them elk, etc., stuff like that, or bucks in the game. You want to always get them when you see them. The reason being is deers are basically walking loot chests. They're basically essentially walking chests. A lot of people don't know this. They just think that they're gonna give them leather, so they don't even bother with them. When in truth, deers can actually give you random things like med kits. I've even gotten a power up from one before. I've even gotten traps. I've gotten, you know, runner cloak upgrade, my speed boots upgrade, different things like that. You could also pair this with the scavenger axe to get health back as well on top of that. So overall, these are 5 important tips that I personally feel like as directors and players you guys should really be utilizing. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.